then loses it all on the weekend. He always comes on a Saturday and says, "Oh, I won 400 on Thursday," and then, so I shouldn't be saying that because your wife coming out.
No, she won't lose it.
He loses it anyway.
And then he loses it on the Saturday.
Had to put a new exhaust in my car yesterday. That hurts.
Yeah. Had to put a new battery in mine this morning. That was fun, too.
Well, they're not cheap anymore, are they?
Couple hundred.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. All right, so start of the final term, 11:7:73 Geelong West, East Geelong 6:10:46. Start of the final term. Geelong West kicking with the aid of the sun in the final term. They won't be kicking into it. East Geelong will be. Bolton goes up. Jervis gets it down through the middle. Hall couldn't take it with him. The Eagles got the numbers though. Elliott shuffles the handball out, and they go from the back of the centre square through Travascus, but Carkeek there. And he takes the mark.
Sorry, here's the other bloke I should have mentioned. He's played a pretty good game.
Yep, so is Blair, who gets it too.
Mentioned him.
Yeah, and he goes around McKay, you mentioned him too, and he goes around the corner towards Curtis Young.
He's been okay.
He's been okay. Oh, a little bit of candy too, sold it and did nicely. Left foot kick, lead on, coming out. Mitchell can't take it away. In fact, it was Callaghan who was coming out. Fanning, he dropped the ball in the contest. The umpire said play on. Pack develops. Now at the back, the Eagles still got the numbers. Watson gets it away by hand. They shuffle it out. McIntyre close to the boundary line. They go towards McLennan, but it's chopped off. Blair again does nicely. Handballs it away. Carkeek standing start on centre wing. Back to half forward. No mark. Curtis Young over the back might be okay. Callaghan now runs in 30 metres out and has missed. Through for one behind.
It's his first game for a long time too.
Yes.
So, the first game last year.
11:8:74 Geelong West, Geelong 6:10:46. Couple of minutes played, final term.
Lima's taken the mark to kick in, and it's going to go the way, and it could go with interest, I think. Back over the top of the goal. It's low, it's flat. Mitchell slipped in between, but then just couldn't finish it off. Picked up by Bird. Handballs over the top. Naiwati, and from the back pocket he runs. Takes a bounce. Handball comes up over the top. So they run the ball to the half-back line. Naiwati continues down the ground looking for another handball. Goes back inside. Marino gets the handball back to Naiwati. So now he's got himself to centre wing, and they turn. All that work, and he bucketed it up. It's been taken in the tackle there. Priest got over the top of the ball, got the ball out. Umpire said no handball, just dragged it in. So they win possession back again. East Geelong looks back inside. Kick is okay. Mark is taken in there. McIntyre, he goes across the ground. A wobbly old kick, gets outside though. Picked up out there by Monahan. Comes back inside towards Elliott through the middle of the ground. Kick to the half forward line. Just picked up. Oh, did it hit the ground? Have to go to the third umpire there, I think.
Yep. I wouldn't be walking.
And Marshall, he looks up, goes short, and the kick is poor, and Chesney Milne takes a diving mark.
I've never walked in my life.
Milne goes out wide, Lima is in front, and takes the mark. Goes to the half-forward line. Gans is working for him. The kick was pretty poor off the boot. Picked up there. Fanning. Handball goes back to Bird. Back outside now Watson. So he steadies himself. Kick smothered. Lima coming the other way. Continue to push down the ground. Bird run it back again. Went outside. And I think that was Travascus got the handball away towards the half-forward line. Again, the numbers are with the Geelong West side. Can they pick the ball up? They've got 4-on-2 out there. They win possession of the ball. Look back inside. Oh, but both Carkeek stood and had a look at the ball, but they've done nicely. Got the handball from Jervis. Went wide towards Lima. Yes, it was, and the ball has come out now, and Miller's taken the mark. Defensive side of centre wing. Puts himself under a bit of pressure, but he goes back in the middle. Milne takes the mark on the far side of the ground. The mark is taken out there, so again, possession football. Callaghan has the ball now. Goes short, up over the top. We're looking for Lima. He'll get the bounce if it stays in, but it doesn't, and goes over the boundary line to be thrown back in.
I think that's a free kick.
On the half-forward line.
Is that still a free kick? Oh, when you smash the ball away from the boundary umpire, that's a free kick, I think. They only did it in frustration, but...
So umpire about to restart play. Half-forward line. Lima doing some ruck work now. Along with Bolton. Bolton front position. Nice work from O'Callaghan. Got the handball to the front of the contest. Picked up. McKay. A little bit of pace. Goes towards goal, but can't bring it back far enough. 2 goals, 3 to that player, and 11-9 now to the Geelong West Giants, and it's 6-11 to East Geelong. 4 minutes gone, final quarter.
Quick kick in, goes to Watson now at half back for East Geelong. He chips the ball over the top. It's okay, Vandenberg takes the mark, plays on. He chips it up onto centre wing. Reid takes the mark. Called to play on. Kicks along the line. And too close to the line. In fact, out of bounds on the full. So the Giants will bring it back, and they turn back to lead.
Straight down his throat.
So he's on centre wing, took the mark again. Let's see if his second effort's a bit better this time.
I reckon you're right. I reckon the ball must be out of shape.
It is. Has to be. Been doing it all day. Can't be that bad. Ball. Griffiths can't take the mark. Adam Lima at the back of the pack. Feigned the handball 6 times, then gave it away. Lowry, he gave it away as well. Mucking around with a half back. The Giants got under pressure and dropped the footy. Throw, whatever you want. So East to take the free kick. Harmon out, kicks it back inboard. No mark time.
Oh, yes, there is.
Lima.
That's a great mark.
Sticks the hand up and takes the mark.
Started one end, didn't it? He transferred it.
Yeah, it was going over the top, but he's a good player, this bloke.
So Lehman now, he chips the ball. He just wants to play on.
I think he hurt himself.
Yeah. Milne, he kicks it inboard. Now they've done well there. Now Young gets the ball around.
Down the ground.
Toner comes out.
Down the ground.
So Toner will take the free kick, 50 out from goal, directly in front.
That's shocking discipline. He got to push himself early in the piece and decided to give one back, and
not going to win too many games of footy playing like that. So Toner,
wow, that's just
with undisciplined. It's not going to happen because he's going to have a set shot for goal, 50 out, and he pops this through.
He's had 2 kicks for 2 goals.
That's exactly right.
what for the year.
Comes in. Right foot kick, and there you go.
Tell you what, he doesn't get it very often, but he's a damn good kick when he does.
So he's kicked his second, the 12th for the Giants. They go to 12-9-81. They lead East Geelong 6-10-46, and that is on the Smith Holden Bud Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. 6 minutes played.
You know, if you take all these acts of discipline and take them out of their game, I'm still not quite sure they'd win the game, but I reckon we'd have a cliffhanger because a lot of the goals that they've kicked Geelong West have come from bad discipline from East. And I reckon they tell me what a good coach Jeremy Power is. Well, I think he gets the chance to prove it now. He left a few blokes out for not turning up at training in the first game of the year. Here's his chance to drop a couple of blokes for ill discipline.
So ball back in the middle of the ground again. This time both ruckmen are good on it, and the ball is one from the middle. Marino looked to get the handball out. Lucky the umpire's on the other side because they'll throw.
Yes.
And the ball comes out towards McIntyre. Got the handball back. Went back towards Elliott. So again they worked the ball into the half forward line. Kick was poor coming off the boot, and standing in the row is Lima. So Adam Lima now goes across the face of goal, and it's a good kick. So it gets to Blair on the far side. He works hard. Was a good chase from behind. Was Reed. Carkeek going back with the flight of the ball, and it's going to be turned over now because East Geelong they've got themselves in a position to win possession, but Carkeek worked hard and has seen the ball over the boundary line, so we're going to have a throw in far side of the ground from where we sit. Clubroom side if you're over there. Yeah, just clear. It's a bit hard when you say far side of the ground. We're always away from the club rooms, but not today. Have to go via the Cape to get back at half time. Ball thrown back in by the umpire at the back.
He's an idiot. He comes straight across the ground.
Now Jason will sort about. He went right across.
We need to deliver Deliveroo, I think, or Uber. Uber Eats over here, we're that far away. We'll have to wait out for the rest of the season, it's all right. Uber.
Uber. So ball's run up. Jervy's down, out the back. Nice work so far, but again they've maintained possession of the ball. There was a handball. The umpire says that's okay. Callahan works through the contest, got the handball out, and the short kick will find McKay. He's been pretty good today. Clean with what he's done. He goes into the half forward line, goes looking for Mitchell, but again going across. And Lowe, he's probably nearly been best on the ground back there. They've kicked it to him a fair bit. Comes wide. The mark has been taken out there this time by Harris. Harris looks back into the middle of the ground. Reed comes up, and he takes the mark. Waddy's down from the back line. Again, Toner got himself in best position, tapped it along the ground. It's picked up there by Priest, and the umpire says the ball is not coming out, so we're going to have a ball up to take place on centre wing.
I'm going to make a comeback.
Jerry's front position. Out the back, McLennan took the ball out of the ruck contest, kicked back towards the centre of the ground. Nice clean pick up by Milne. I think it was on the half volley, but the umpire's allowed it to go. Goes in the hands there, and it's cleared away by Fanning. Short kick will find Reed. Reed across the ground again. That's a nice kick out towards Travascus between half back and centre wing. He's looking to bring the ball back into the middle of the ground. Goes back to McLennan, and he will take the mark. He comes this way. He's going to have another player outside him, but if he ignores Monahan, he goes long into the half-forward line. was good work there by Griffiths. There was a little bit of a nudge. The umpire says it's okay.
Well, if he had paid the free kick, he would have sworn there'd be another 50 coming.
Griffiths short, kick not quite as good, but it's found a target. His kick was smothered off the booth. Mills there, got the handle away. Lima runs from the centre half back position, low and flat. That's a nice kick outside to Blair. Running player far side of the ground. They transfer play. They go back to the middle of the ground, but there's that man again, low. He's had plenty of kicks, and I reckon have all come from the opposition side to him. Ball back into the half-forward line. Marcus taken out there by Elliott. So this is Nick Elliott. Little short kick. Again, lead-up player, Benny Bolton. Has the mark, and he goes out wide, but Carkeek read that nicely for the boot. Come across, couldn't take the mark, and now there's some work to be done. We've got 3-on-1 out there on the far side of the ground. Priest has it, got the handle away. Carkeek able to get to his feet. The numbers are right for East Geelong, but they're still able to wing the ball. Ooh, I'll tell you what, it was maybe just out of
no way the boundary was going to pick that.
And it goes towards low, goes to Mitchell now, and again Bird comes across and sees the ball across the boundary line. So 10.5 minutes gone, final quarter. And we've got Smith Side and Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. East Geelong are 6-11, Giants 12-9.
That was a good decision by the bear with all those players in front of him. I keep saying every week, umpires are not allowed to guess, and he didn't. He let it go.
So throw in. Bolton gets it back towards Condon. Gets out of trouble with a little kick back to Marino. Breaks a tackle from Lee. Gives it away by hand to Monahan. Goes up the line, Priest in front, can't take the mark, punched away from him by Harris.
Have a shot, Trout.
And there will be a boundary throw in. Centre wing, right in front of our commentary position. Bolton and Lima. Lima gets it down, hits Lee on the back of the head. Marino, short little kick. So Marshall's cramped up. He goes with the right foot kick. Over the top, Griffiths dropped the footy. Umpire said play on. Goes to Harris. His kick was smothered. Comes back towards McKay. He goes back inboard. Milne at half back. Handballs it away. They run it through the middle. West, McKay gets it now to get some space. Young. Toner, he's got Lima on the outside. Kick it to Lima. Why would you kick it there? Kick it to Lima. Mitchell goes up. I'll tell you what, he made it pretty bloody good for Curtis Young in the end because Lima was running by himself for 35 metres.
I just reckon he might have thought Weaver wasn't running quick enough. He had to go sideways. That's the only reason I can pick for that. He would have crabbed his legs.
And Mitchell chips it, and I think Milnes has got it. Some tired boys out there.
Ground's just a bit dry,
it is, absolutely.
Taking its toll.
So Milnes will shoot for goal from 30 out, 45-degree angle. Hasn't kicked a goal yet this afternoon. 12-minute mark of the final term comes in. Right foot kick. Hasn't made the distance, I don't think. Lima comes up off hands. Should have kicked it to Lima, but anyway. Second behind for him. They go to 12-10-82, the Giants. They lead East Geelong 6. Well, Dale's got 6-11-47, so we'll go with that. It's actually 6-10, but anyway, 6-11-47. Smith Holden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. 13 minutes played.
What didn't he do?
Don't know.
Did he kick the ball to himself?
I think she thinks he didn't kick the ball to himself. And now she's not quite sure. Well, you can't. Just either give it back to him or ball it up. That's the only two decisions that can be, and they're going to give it back to him. I think she thought he didn't kick it to himself. I thought he might have, but
he did that time. Ball from the full-back position. They go out wide again. Out the back, Carkeek set himself nicely there. That ends up in the hands of Dwyer. He goes back into the half-forward line. Mark not taken out there. Or was taken out there. I didn't think he had the clean hand over it. Vanderberg now transfers play on.
Oh, no. No. And was nearly off. Oh, he's kicked it straight down his throat in the goal square.
So Mitchell has 5. And now we'll kick 6. Now I think Alex and Mitch will have a night at Lamias tonight. And that's his 6th goal.
I think Mitch will be buying too, by the way. He's going to Sunday.
13-10 now to the Giants. 6-11 to East Geelong. And that's after he does the North Geelong party. 40 minutes gone. Final quarter.
Well,
Maybe a big night.
I've got his way back from the Winchelsea ball.
I
had 4 names for my 3-2-1. I just crossed Mitch out, and 2 seconds later he takes a beautiful mark like that. So
don't go telling everyone. They're waiting with bated breath.
Yeah, I know.
It's like when you do give them, it's probably going to be the only thing you've done here all day. You want to give some of your money back, buddy, I tell you. You've given us nothing again all day.
Back to the middle. Back to the middle. Bolton and Gervais. Bolton gets it down. Pack develops. The umpire will come in and ball it up. I wonder if KO's got the mercy rule happening at East Geelong.
Oh, I don't know, but 25 minutes was definitely long enough.
Wouldn't be surprised what KO did over there, I tell you.
He gets it down. It's probably in the ladies' day function by now anyway. Ball still in dispute.
No comment.
Low gets it away. Goes towards Griffiths. He can't take the mark. Harmer, left foot kick around the corner. Oh, good play by Reid. Came at it and took the mark.
I wonder where this Reid kid's come from.
Yeah. Well, so he's only played 3 games so far this season, so...
It's a really young kid, Mitch Reid at Bell Park, I reckon, but...
He comes up. He's going to shoot from 25 out directly in front. Right foot kick, stabs at it, and gets the goal. So he's second of the afternoon, and... the 7th for East Geelong, the first in the second half, 7-11-53. They trail the Giants 13-10-88, and that is on the Smith Holden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard, 15.5 played.
So you've got to go back to the 6-minute mark of the second quarter for their last goal. That was from Mick Condon, not to be mistaken for the 2014 Tanzing medalist.
Who was?
Mick Condon.
From?
Well, that one was Belmont. I told everyone that he'd come over here, but I was reporting on the wrong Mick Condon pre-season.
Oh, okay. Amazing. Fascinating.
Yeah, I'm still lost here. Ball in the middle of the ground, Leah. Kick off the side of the boot.
I just want to go home.
Goes across and takes the mark.
I just want to go to the footy with Fano.
Ball long into the forward line. Marcus not taken out there. Lowry has plenty of time. Stops, props it back into the middle. Goes and finds McKay. Had plenty of it this afternoon. He's got running players inside, outside, anywhere you look. They're probably the only ones that are running at the present time, Geelong West. They go out wide. Lowe's in front, all over the top. Marcus not taken there. I think that might have been Mitchell again. Lowe's hurt this time.
Yeah, he was.
Tapped down, picked up there. Fanning goes, little short kick was good also. Marcus taken out there by Harmer. Got back at his left foot. Looked for some options, went across the ground. Went looking for the big fella Griffiths. Couldn't pick it up cleanly. At ground level, the two blokes, I don't think any of them were too keen to give it, bend down and pick it up, but it's been worked forward. And again, it's comes out of the contest. Won by Hall, got the hand or got the kick away, went out wide, and the mark has been taken. So from the half forward line, East Geelong with an opportunity.
He's up, the young fella, but he's looking a bit ginger. That was very similar to Kieran Fulton on Reece Holwell. Just crashed into him going for the ball, legal.
And Harris now with the ball. He hasn't got any score on the board this afternoon, so a chance for his first. So he's going to kick from around 50 metres.
He's kicked 8 goals so far this year.
Nice off the boot, has the
Not
direction.
this,
Yes,
is
it
it?
does.
No,
Also the accuracy.
they never went up.
For a goal. And Justin Harris, his first goal of the afternoon, brings up the 8th for East Geelong. They're 8 goals, 11. And the Giants are 13-10. 18 minutes gone. Final quarter, Smith Holden Blood Suzuki, final quarter scoreboard.
They must be tired, those blokes on the goal line. They never even jumped in the air to try and stop it. I thought if they did, they might have been able to get a hand to it. But it's a good goal. That's a pretty good goal from there. What's that now? A couple in a row?
Yep. 2 in a row.
Well, I tell you what, they haven't played well since half-time, East Geelong, but they haven't given up either. They've really sort of done the best they can. Have they got a lot of kids, Alex?
Yeah, they're one of the youngest lists.
Well,
You look at the middle right now. You know,
Bolton 65.
apart from Ben Bolt and Hayden Marshall, they're the only 2 in their 30s. The rest are all about 25 and under.
Okay.
So from the middle, McKay breaks free, gives it away quickly towards Lee, and he sets up his teammate. And the tackle came in from Marino on Callahan.
Well, it's good to see them. There could be a future here for them if they've got a lot of kids there.
A ball up. Bolton, Jervis gets it down. Lima, Michael off a step, gets the kick to half forward. Nobody really wants it at the back until Lowe picks it up and gives it away to Fanning. His hands gives it away to Monahan. His kick was partly smothered, goes towards centre wing. Blair puts a tackle on. Dwyer gets out of traffic, comes right, then left, handball over the top. Back to himself in the end because it was chopped off. Fanning in there putting the tackle on. Comes through the middle. Now they go off a step, Condon. In fact, it was
McIntyre.
McIntyre it was, sorry, who goes towards half forward, but Johnson gets away for West. Back to the middle, over the top. Lowe gets back there. Goes to the right foot, kick out wide. Off the back of the pack. Eagles with the numbers. Harmer. Thought about, he just sold himself some candy in the end there. Got the handball away in the end. Handball came out, and they go now towards the top of the square. Harris comes out again and takes the mark. So he'll shoot for goal from 30 out, directly in front.
You know what Fano told me to do for tonight? Wear me Carlton jumper in the social club.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Oh, it'd be real fun. I mean, I can see myself halfway through the third quarter when we're 12 goals down, dropping one of those handbag and social club blokes anyway, let alone wearing a Carlton jumper.
Harris comes in. Show me some video tonight, please. He comes in, right foot kick. Here he is. Kicks the goal. Right, 2 in a row for Harris, and the Eagles charging. In 9-11-65, they trail the Giants 13-10-88, and that's on the Smiths Holden Bud Suzuki final quarter scoreboard, 20 played.
They've left their run a little bit late, haven't they? Early in the quarter, they kicked three or four in a row, and they could have been well back in the game. But as I said before, they're not going away. They're a lot of kids, and they'll play right till the final siren. Maybe they've taken the foot off the pedal, West, just a tiny bit.
Another kid from St Mary's not playing today, Will Can. They reckon he would have been leading their best and fairest. He'd only be 20. You know, Ryan Marino's vice captain. He's just like 20. They're similar to Werribee, you know, half the leadership groups. Exactly, yeah.
The ball back in the middle of the ground. McLennan says he's taking the ball, but he's also just taken the tackle. He's got his jerseys that's hit the ground.
And another forward option, Grubby, is you got Will Hoare, who's the older brother of Mitch Hoare. He kicked 3 in their win over Belmont a few weeks back.
So back in the middle of the ground, the ball has been won there. The handball comes out, and again it's Dwyer, goes backwards in the hands of Priest, goes towards the half-forward line. Mark, we're not taken out there. Ground level, Lumsden goes back, collects it. Little smart handball through the contest, picked up by McKay. He goes long to the goal square. I'll tell you what, not only to the goal square, I was going to say through for the goal, but it's just quite wrong side of the post. McKay has got 2-4 for the afternoon, and 13-11 now for the Giants, and 9-11 4-goal margin as we tick over 22 minutes final quarter.
Kick in by nobody. Out towards half-back. Good mark taken by McLennan. Gives it away by hand. They go Travascus towards centre wing. Punched away by the Giants. I think it was Callahan with it, with a big punch away. So out of bounce on centre wing. Clubroom side of the ground. Boundary throw in. Jervies. McLennan has to make up a bit of ground. Jervies gets it down. Callahan can't take it with him. Front of the pack. Chain of handballs. Now McIntyre gets the kick around the corner for the Eagles. Go towards Griffiths, who can't take the mark. Got some support there. They ran out of room in the end, unfortunately. And it will be a boundary throw in. Left half forward. Eagles into attack.
Did you just wave to?
No, I just got rid of the cobweb in front of me.
He waved back at you.
No,
he actually waved back
did
at
he?
you.
Fantastic. That's great. He'll get my autograph later. Boundary throw in. Handball came out the back. Wants to know who Grubby is. Miller runs away. Oh, jeez. Ball doesn't sit for him. Now, on the outside of the right boot, the kick goes toward from Elliott, goes into the goal square, kick off the ground, soccer style Bobby Griffiths. Oh, and then that was a push in the back, wasn't it? Over the shoulder, whichever one you like. The Giants will take the free kick. Benny Bolton getting up. Adam Lima getting Adam Lima. He just about buried Adam Lima. He's twice the size of him. The handballs it away.
He's a bit ginger too.
There he is. Priest goes towards Milnes. Takes the mark at half back. Chips the ball outboard. It's okay to Paddy Dwyer. Plays on now. Kick around the corner. Good pick up by Lumsden. Lima, Michael. Goes in the outside to McKay. That foot kick's good. And they run it through Miller to Mitchell. He goes to half forward. They chop it off though, the Eagles. Got the numbers there. And they can go Vandenberg back to the middle. He turns it over. Lumsden takes the mark. Gives it away quickly to Milnes. He chips the ball. It's a training run now. Miller inside the centre square at half forward. Goes along with the right foot towards Mitchell. Can't take the mark. Fanning off the back, helping out. We go with the right foot out wide. Looking for Elliott. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can, but McKay's right next to him. He gets away from him. He handballs it away towards the twins there. Monahan and Harris. Harris gets it, but taking the mark. Johnson gives it away to Karkeek. Goes to the middle. Had to be a precise kick and was. Callahan takes the mark. Not much to kick to though. And he just chips the ball now. Milne's made a lead for him. He takes the mark on centre wing on the clubroom side. Just holds it up. Players moving pretty slowly now. They played 24 and a half in the final term. Called to play and he just chips it back to Johnson. He's got Priest coming back to help him out. Kicks it in that direction now at half back. So switch the play. At Lowry short, he goes to Jervies. He takes the mark in the middle, the big fella. And he kicks it still across the opposite side of the ground again. Milnes, he chips it onto centre wing. And under pressure, mark taken by Blair. So only gained about 10 metres, gone across back and across the ground a couple of times. There he goes towards half forward. Lowe gets back there, and also over the top was Hall, off hands and out of bounds for throwing right half forward flank for the Eagles. 25 and a half played. It's Geelong West 13-11-89. They lead East Geelong 9-11-65.
Okay, ring it, son. Ring the hooter.
Thrown in the half forward line. Nathan Ruckman get a hand on it. Picked up a little dribble forward. Goes to the half forward line. And out there, Callahan tried to trap it and pluck it and get out the back door, but couldn't do so. The ball goes over the boundary line. Throw in to take place half forward line for the Giants. So Lima again doing the ruck work. A couple of big boys out there, and that McLennan's big. Yeah. Fanning's a big boy, so they've got some, as you said, something to work with, you would think, in time. And again, they take the ball East Geelong. They try to run over the boundary line, but the umpire says he had prior opportunity, didn't get rid of it, so free kick goes to Geelong West. Kicks the ball back in now towards the centre forward position, and coming up is Mitchell again, and he will go back and try and kick goal number 7 for himself. So Mitchell from about 45 out directly in front.
Do you do his stats? I've got 14 disposals for him.
To finish off a pretty good day's work so far. Has 6. Kicks a goal. Looks pretty nice off the boot. Has 7 for the afternoon, and the 14th now for the Giants. 14-11 to the Giants and 9-11 to East Geelong. 27 minutes gone, final quarter. Smith Holden, Buzzuki, final quarter scoreboard.
I just think with him, in all the games I've seen him play, he's kicked some goals and he looks really good. 14 possessions. I'd like to see him get 20. I'd just like to see him get his possessions up a little bit, because I reckon he'd be a much more valuable player to him, especially come finals on the big ground in St Albans. I reckon he needs to get those possessions up, and he is a very good player.
Well, when I was talking to Andrew Clark at the start of the year, he was excited about Braden Mitchell because Michael Lima goes in their forward line. All of a sudden, Lima gets the number 1 defender. Braden loosens up, but now that Justin White's missing for the next 4 weeks, they're going to have to use Lima in the middle.
Can they put Mitchell on the ball?
They can. He was a gun last year.
All right.
McLennan gets the ball down. Michael Lima tried to tap it out. He gets the ball back on centre wing. Handballs it away to Karkeek. Siren sounds. And that is full time here at Richmond Crescent. Geelong West 14-11-95. They have defeated East Geelong 9-11-65. The goal kickers Dale.
Yes, 2 each for Justin Harris and Mitch Reid, and for also 1 each to Hancock, Marino, Griffiths, Condon and McLennan. And for the Giants, 7, as we said, to Mitchell, 2 each to McKay and Toner, 1 each to Dwyer, Lima, O'Callaghan. That's it.
So the Giants 14-11-95. They've defeated East Geelong 9-11-65. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the final siren. Thanks to Buckley's Entertainment Centre. We'll wrap things up here at Richmond Crescent. Round 7, Match Day Live on 94.7 The Pulse.